on, get open. I saw him. He came running by. It was a big commotion. I said, oh no.
Back in January, I designed that table on the left, and my family's gotten a lot of use out of it, but at 80 pounds, it's a little heavy for my wife to get around or other family members. So I decided to redesign it, make it a little smaller, a lot lighter, and still be big enough to seat 4 adults, over 800 pounds. What's really cool about this project, though, is I had a special guest in the shop to help me build it. We're ready. We're ready. So I got to spend a couple of awesome days hanging out with Lainey Shaughnessy in the shop, and we decided to build 2 tables. Now we got all the parts cut out for the 2 tables, but we didn't get to the actual assembly part, so we took our parts each to our own shops and finished the projects there. Now while Lainey was cutting out the major parts, I worked mostly on the small parts. And that little stick I'm using is called the $10 million stick. I get asked a lot about it. I'll put a link in the description box below. Now hanging out with Lainey for a couple days was just a really cool experience. And now he took his parts home and finished his table there, and I finished mine here. Discovery Channel Canada even sent a film crew down to film the build process, and that was a fun experience as well. Now I finished this table just before Halloween, and it was a good thing. We got a lot of use out of it. And like I'm sure everybody else wants to know, how sturdy was it? We had well over 800 pounds of boys sitting on that table for quite some time, and it held up just fine. And while everyone was out trick-or-treating, I was left at home, so I used the table to prop up my drill-powered, fully automatic candy bar machine gun to pass out candy, and it worked well.
Look at that thing. Oh, isn't that cool? Come on, y'all, let's go sit. Come on, y'all, let's sit down. Let's party. Hey,
There it is. We've been getting a lot of use out of this thing already, and it's only been done for a few days. Now I want to say a huge thank you to Lainey and for taking his valuable time coming up here and hanging out in the shop, and just working with him was just a really, I can't tell you what a pleasure it was to work with Lainey. Probably one of the nicest guys and woodworkers I've ever met. Now, if you want to check out Lainey's video, he made a video on his build too. You can click right here, and that'll take you to Lainey's channel. And while you're there, check out some of his other videos. Lainey's one of those guys that really digs deep into woodworking projects and explains the entire process from start to finish, and does a really good job of narrating all the parts that go into a build. So I would definitely encourage you to check him out and subscribe to his channel while you're over there if you're not already. And if you'd like to see just a shorter, real quick version of the table in action, you can click this link right here. Now, there are plans available on my website, and if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the build process and what went into it, you can check out an article on my website as well. And Lainey's done something really cool. He has done a G-code file. For those of you out there with CNCs, if you're interested in building one of these, you can get the G-code file from his website, and I'll put a link down in the description box below as well. Now, of course, I want to say thank you to my sponsors, FastCap and Bosch. With them, more and more of this stuff is possible for me to do and to create. So thank you guys, I really appreciate it, and we'll be talking to you all very soon. Lainey, I was just going to tell you, you left your CNC here. I can store it for you for a while, just saying.